Sierra Leone is a small country on the west coast of Africa that has a checkered history of political misrule and decline after independence in 1961 and a 10-year-long civil war that left nearly 50,000 people dead, the country's infrastructure destroyed, and over 2 million people displaced into neighboring countries. Peace has been restored and there is unhindered access nationwide and the free flow of goods and services. However, poverty is still real as many families are living on less than $2 a day. There is also significant pain and hurt among ethnic groups, communities, and families. With 60% of the country's population illiterate, the most effective means of communicating to a vast audience is undoubtedly radio. Most of the country's 6 million population can access radio broadcasts and afford radio sets. BBN, the nation's first Christian radio station, started broadcasting in 1993.
If you are depressed, hurting, dejected, or worried, why not listen to BBN?
We have the answer.
Jesus Christ.
This is BBN Radio 93 FM.
From humble beginnings, it has become a trusted medium of information and spiritual uplifting because of its unique programs and interdenominational appeal. With its 24-hour broadcast, BBN has become an integral part in the lives of many Sierra Leoneans, literate and non-literate, and has impacted them in diverse ways. Testimonies of transformed lives and enhanced ministries continue to abound of God's amazing work through BBN.
I was bereaved. I lost my favorite brother, junior brother.
Marie Kadi Touré was accused falsely that she had a hand in the death of her brother. Depressed and dejected, she took to drinking and smoking, and with everything seemingly at a loss, the radio became her friend.
So when I tuned to BBN, the message at that time was Reverend Julius Laga on resentment. So that message touched me so greatly that I decided not to get any bitterness for anybody, but to focus on God so that I can have a total transformation.
Today, Marie is studying theology. Another person who has been blessed by BBN is Mrs. Florence Beckley, who had nearly given up all hope as she and her 4 children were seriously sick from some unknown cause.
I had a dream and I saw there was an old woman there, you know, her hair was all scattered and then it had a lot of beads and it's like some sort of enchantment, you know, and they were trying to kill me actually in the dream. But then I shouted the name of Jesus, you know, and then when I placed the radio on and I heard those words, "Woman, thou art loose," that was how I woke up.
At the time she had the broadcast, the station was supposed to have been off air.
It was like a miracle because actually the station should have opened 6:30, but according to the staff who was on call that night, they said that they were asleep, but then something woke them up. They said when they looked at the clock was reading 6:30, but it was actually 4:30.
The lease on the premises currently used by BBN will expire in December 2013. The ministry has therefore initiated plans to acquire its own premises to effectively carry out its work of taking the gospel to the nations. To ensure this, BBN has commenced the construction of a studio complex at Hill Station on the outskirts of Freetown. As part of BBN's contribution to address the post-traumatic stress in Sierra Leone, BBN created a counseling radio program and later a counseling center where hundreds of people go to receive professional, spirit-filled counseling. Over 500 people have benefited from this service. Hopes are restored as people find a reason for living.
Seek out the helpless, confused and torn.
Despite Sierra Leone's long history of Christian presence, about 60% of the country's population is still Muslim. There is growing evidence of new inroads being made by Islamic groups through scholarships to the Middle East, establishment of Islamic radio stations, building of mosques, and the like. This advance can be slowed down with an effective Christian witness which BBN can provide through the expansion of its facilities and programming.
BBN is a Christian radio station that is dedicated to proclaiming the gospel of Jesus Christ, and we're committed to making a difference in people's lives. We believe that the gospel has the power to transform the lives of people, and when people's lives are transformed, then we have a better nation. And we want you to partner with us to take the gospel to the nations. With good quality equipment, studio equipment, we will be able to broadcast across the nation of Sierra Leone. We need a building that can house our studio so that we have a place where we can broadcast from and we'll be able to broadcast across the nations. So whatever way you can partner with us to make this dream a reality, join hands with us and see how we can reach out to somebody out there who is dying, somebody who is in need of help, somebody who needs hope. And we believe that as we partner together, we'll be able to reach these people. And someday, sometime, you would not have gone in person, but your resources would have gone. And somebody in heaven would say, thanks for giving to the Lord. Because what you gave me hope. And what you gave me life. And what you gave me a reason for living.
Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle